Hi, this is teacher Nicole. This video is for citizenship class. We are talking about the president. We are talking about the executive branch. There are three branches of government: Congress, the president, the courts. The president. We are talking about the president. The president is the executive branch. The executive branch. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The president. The president. The president now is Donald Trump. What is the name of the president of the United States now? Donald Trump. The vice president now is Mike Pence. The vice president now is Mike Pence. What is the name of the vice president of the United States now? Mike Pence. The vice president helps the president. The vice president helps the president. They work together. If the president can no longer serve, the vice president becomes the president. If the president can no longer serve, the vice president becomes the president. No longer serve. This means if the president cannot do his job, maybe he dies. If the president dies, the vice president becomes the president. Maybe he is impeached. Congress says, you cannot be president. You are fired. If the president is impeached, the vice president becomes the president. Maybe the president says, I don't want to be president anymore. I don't want to be president. If the president says, I don't want to be president, the vice president becomes the president. Okay? So maybe the president dies. Maybe he is very, very sick. Maybe he is impeached. Or maybe he resigns, he quits. Okay? If the president can no longer serve, he cannot be president, the vice president becomes the president. Let's talk about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was president during the Civil War. He was president in 1861, 1800s, during the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was president during the Civil War, and Andrew Johnson was the vice president during the Civil War. Andrew Johnson was the vice president during the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was killed. He died. He could no longer serve. Abraham Lincoln was killed. Somebody shot him and he died. He cannot be president because he died. Abraham Lincoln could no longer serve. So who became the president? Andrew Johnson became the president because Abraham Lincoln died. Andrew Johnson was the vice president. He became the president because Abraham Lincoln died. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes the president? Yes, the vice president. The vice president. Maybe the president and the vice president can no longer serve. Maybe if both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, the Speaker of the House becomes president. Okay? If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, the Speaker of the House becomes the president. Okay. So maybe something very bad happens. Maybe the president and the vice president both die. If they both die, they can no longer serve. The Speaker of the House becomes president. Maybe they both quit. They both say, I do not want to be president. If they both quit, they can no longer serve. The Speaker of the House becomes the president. Okay? So we have president, vice president, Speaker of the House. Okay? If both the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. This has never happened. I hope it never happens. But if it happens, if both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, the Speaker of the House will become president. Now let's talk about the president's cabinet. The president's cabinet. Okay. The president has people on his cabinet. The president's cabinet advises the president. Advises the president. Advises means helps. The cabinet helps the president. What does the president's cabinet do? Advises the president. Okay. There are many people on the cabinet. The Secretary of State is one cabinet level position. The Secretary of State is one cabinet level position. Secretary of State. The Secretary of Labor is one cabinet level position. The Secretary of Labor is one cabinet level position. What are two cabinet level positions? Secretary of State and Secretary of Labor. Secretary of State and Secretary of Labor. The Secretary of State and the Secretary of Labor are two cabinet level positions. The President, the Vice President, and the Cabinet are the executive branch. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. The President is in charge of the executive branch. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes the President? The Vice President. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes the President? The Speaker of the House. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. What are two cabinet level positions? Secretary of State and Secretary of Labor. Let's practice the questions again. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Mike Pence. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Speaker of the House. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. What are two cabinet level positions? Secretary of State and Secretary of Labor. Now let's practice writing. You can write the sentences. You can take a picture and send a text to me. First sentence. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Lincoln. Lincoln. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. We vote for president in November. We vote for president in November. For. F-O-R. For. In. I-N. In. We vote for president in November. President's Day is in February. President's Day is in February. President's Day. Presidents. Day. President's Day. February. 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 President's Day is in February. Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September. Labor Day. Labor Day. Labor Day. September. 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 Labor Day is in September. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the capital. Capital. Capital of the United States. United States. United States. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Now let's practice reading. Who was president during the Civil War? Who was president during the Civil War? When do we vote for president? When do we vote for president? When is President's Day? When is President's Day? When is Labor Day? When is Labor Day? What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? We are finished talking about the president. Practice your writing, practice your reading. Have a nice day.